Many of you already know about caching. You have probably used it 100 times to take load of a database. But AI agents quietly change the rules, and most caching setups have not caught up. Every AI agent runs the same basic loop. It calls the language model, it calls tools, and before it responds, it goes through the previous messages to understand what's happening in the conversation. With one user, that is cheap and fast. Now put it in production with real traffic. Agents do not serve one request and move on. They loop over and over, and a huge amount of that work repeats. The same tool gets called with the same inputs. The same conversation gets reloaded on every turn. And the same question comes in again and again. Sometimes worded exactly the same, sometimes just rephrased. In a normal app, a cache miss costs you one quick database query. With an agent, every miss is a paid call to the language model. Real tokens, real money, and a user sitting there waiting for seconds instead of milliseconds. So in the agent era, caching stops being just an optimization. It becomes the line between an app that is fast and cheap and one that is slow and burning money. So in this video, we'll fix all of it. Every place your agent repeats work, whether it's the exact same request or the same question asked in different words on a single database. And by the end, the cache will tune itself. Let's dive in. There are three places an agent repeats work: the model calls, the tool calls, and the session reads. If you only cache one of them, you're still paying for the other two. And there are two ways a request can repeat. The first is exact, the same prompt or the same tool called with the same arguments. The second is similar. The meaning is the same, but the words are different. To a person, what is Valkey and can you explain Valkey are the same question. To a computer, that is two different strings. Exact repeats for computers are easy. You turn the input into a key, store the answer under it, and the next time that exact input shows up, you return the stored answer. No model call at all. Similar repeats are harder because the text is not identical. So a normal lookup misses them completely. And we will come back to those. But let us first start with the easy half. Now before we get into the tool, one quick thing about the name. You are going to hear me say Valkey a lot. Valkey is just the open source version of Redis. It speaks the same commands and behaves the same way. So if you are running Redis today, everything in this video applies to you too, including the managed Redis most teams use, like Amazon's Elastic Cache or MemoryDB. Nothing here asks you to migrate or switch databases. You just point these tools at the database you already have. So let us start with the exact repeats, the ones where the request is identical. The package for this is called Agent Cache from ByteDB, our sponsor of this video. What makes it handy is that it caches all three places your agent does repeated work, not just one. The first one is the model's response. Same prompt in, same answer back, without paying for the model again. The second is tool results. When your agent calls something like a search API or a database query, that result gets cached too. So if the same lookup happens again, you skip the call entirely. The third is the session memory, the running history of the conversation that your agent reloads on every single turn. Instead of rebuilding it each time, it comes straight from the cache. Most setups only cover that first one, the model call. Agent cache covers all three from a single setup. So you are not integrating together three separate caches by hand. It works in both TypeScript and Python, and it drops into the frameworks you are probably already using, usually in a single line. You are not rewriting your agent. You are just wrapping the calls it already makes. It also tells you what it is actually saving you. You call cache.stats and it shows your hit rate, which is how often a request was answered from the cache instead of the model. On a workload with a lot of repeats, a 75% hit rate is pretty normal. That is 3 out of every 4 calls you simply stop paying for. Now one last thing, and this one matters a lot in production. A lot of caching tools need extra plugins installed on your database, what Redis calls modules. The catch is that managed services, your Elastic Cache, your MemoryDB, your Google Memory Store do not let you install them. So those tools run fine on your laptop and then fail over the moment you deploy. Agent Cache needs none of those plugins. It runs on plain database, which means it runs on the exact managed service you're already paying for. Now the hard part, the rephrased questions. To match these, you cannot compare the text. You have to compare the meaning. And the way you do that is with an embedding. You turn each question into a list of numbers that represent what it is about. Questions that mean the same thing end up with the numbers that are close together. So instead of looking for an identical key, you look for the closest stored question. If it is close enough, you reuse that answer. Now the phrase doing the work is close enough. That is a threshold you control. Set it too strict and you miss real matches. Set it too loose and you hand back an answer to a question that only looked similar. The package for this is Semantic Cache. It lets you set different thresholds for different kinds of questions. So you can be loose on simple definitions and strict on anything where a wrong answer is costly. And it keeps a short list of the borderline matches, the ones that just barely passed, so you can check them instead of trusting them blindly. It runs on the vector search that is built into Valkey. So again, no extra add-ons. And this is the one place Redis and Valkey actually differ. On Redis, you would need a separate search module for this, and managed Redis usually will not let you install it. Valkey has it in the base engine. Either way, both caches sit in front of the same instance. One handles the exact repeats, the other handles the rephrased ones. Alright, so far the cache stores answers, but it also keeps notes on how it is doing, which tools actually repeat, which cached entries are never reused, and how much money each model saved. BetterDB has an MCP server that reads those notes and turns them into plain recommendations. Cache this tool for longer, stop caching that one, it never repeats, loosen the threshold on this kind of question. It is not raw numbers, it's a to-do list. Connect that to a coding agent like Cloud Code or Cursor and ask it to tune the cache, and it reads the recommendations and applies them. The cache works out what should change, and the agent makes the change. And that is cache that tunes itself. And you can watch all of this running right now. BetterDB has a public chat bot at chat.betterdb.com that uses both caches, and the side panel shows the hit rate, the latency, and the money saved on every message. Ask a question twice the same way, and the exact cache catches it. Reword it, and the similar cache catches it. Either way, the reply comes back in milliseconds, and the cost of that turn drops to 0. It is public and unscripted, so go try to break it. The whole picture is simple. Cache the 3 places your agent repeats work: the model, the tools, and the session. Cover both kinds of repeat, exact with agent cache and similar with semantic cache. Run both on one Valkey instance with no special add-ons and let an agent tune the settings for you. Both packages are open source in TypeScript and Python. Everything is linked below, and thanks to BetterDB for sponsoring this one. Now the one thing I skipped over today is how that closest match search actually works. How a database finds the nearest question out of millions in milliseconds. Drop me a comment if you want the video next. I'll see you in the next one.